Today we are back out in the beautiful Driftless region of Iowa. Camped last night, got up this morning, hiked in, just had myself a good little breakfast, and now we're just enjoying the sounds of the birds and getting ready to set up and go out for some historic, almost time travel-esque fly fishing today. Got this book right here about trout fishing in northeast Iowa from John Van Vliet. I'm just going to read the little excerpt on this creek because I think it's worded beautifully and will just give a better description than I will give on what we are going out today, or what we are going out for today. And I will not be mentioning the name of the stream. I never will when I go out, but I just want to motivate people to go out and explore on their own, document on their own, and see what beautiful places are hidden in this country and all throughout the world. This creek holds a very special place among driftless area streams. To say that it is home to a population of naturally reproducing brook trout doesn't even begin to tell the whole story. The late Jen Hughes, in his Iowa Trout Streams book, refused to even provide a map to the creek's location and admonished the reader to approach it as a naturalist rather than an angler. His words still ring true today, a quarter-century later. First identified in 1994, the brook trout in this creek aren't just any brook trout. Extensive DNA research on these brookies revealed that they are genetically distinct from any known brook trout ever stocked in driftless streams since the 19th century. And although they may never be proven definitively, these trout may be the descendants of brook trout left here by the last ice age some 12,000 years ago. These improbable survivors and the fragility of this watershed combine to make this creek a very special place indeed. Today, the DNR stocks this creek strain of native brook trout in a growing number of streams throughout northeast Iowa. Fishing on this creek is carefully regulated to preserve the fragile population of native brook trout. Only artificial lures may be used, and all brookies must be caught and released, or if caught, must be released. And yeah, so that is kind of what we're going out for today. I'm going to finish my tea, get my 7.6 2-weight Redington classic trout rod. Great rod. For the price, it's under 200, and I love it. It'll be perfect for this little stream. Got my Lamson liquid reel to go with it, and my guess is these fish are going to be very hungry and eat a lot if you present it right. So I'm going to be tossing just a little dry dropper rig with a small dry fly, don't know what I'm going to throw yet, and a small little nymph below it on a big mono leader to the dry fly with a small fluorocarbon leader going to the nymph. And when we're casting, we're going to be casting out, and as the fly gets to right above where you want it to land, we're going to be pulling down on the rod and the line, and that will make the line fall straight down softly and land on the water without hopefully spooking any of these trout. But other than that, we're just going to have a great day. Like the book said, we want to approach it as a naturalist and enjoy the outdoors while we still have them. The sun's just starting to peek over the trees down in this little valley. Got my little Lamson liquid set up, and that Redington 2-weight. The little hare's ear style nymph, little stimulated dry fly up top, and yeah, let's go see if we can catch any of these beautiful historic brook trout, and otherwise just have an amazing day out here in kinda Iowa wilderness where I probably won't see another person for the entire day. Okay, I just got beautiful fish number one, a beautiful wild brown trout. Didn't know there were brown trout in here as well, so that's kind of cool. Great catch, beautiful fish. Let's see if we can get us a brook trout. Okay, we are coming up at it being noon. It's about midday. Man, is it beautiful out here. It is something spectacular. So far, we have managed to get one of the illustrious brook trout out of the stream. One thing I did notice when I look back at my footage of it, I will definitely take my GoPro off of my head mount next time and get a close-up. Thought it would get the colors, but it didn't get them as well as I wanted because, man, was that thing beautiful. But yeah, these things are elusive. Whew, I've scared everyone except the one that I caught. Been army crawling on my knees, keeping my shadows off the stream, and they are still getting spooked really easily. So I just got to be careful with that, but it's beautiful out, and we're gonna move on to the next spot.
you.
Okay, well, that concludes it for this beautiful brook trout stream. It's about 1 p.m. I have fished all the way to the end of the public land. Now it goes back to private. So I'm going to hike out of here, have some lunch at the car, and then probably go to another stream nearby, see if I can get a decent stocked rainbow so I can do a little catch and cook back at the campsite. As you can see right here, we threw the world at them with flies today, threw a bunch, and it paid off. Got 3 beautiful, wild, potentially native, at least considered native brook trout, 1 beautiful wild brown trout, and even if I caught nothing, it still would have been spectacular because it is just beautiful out here. There's been hawks, eagles, light breeze. Couldn't be a better end of October day in Iowa, 70-degree weather. Okay, I'm back in the car, made up a little sandwich, gonna eat this, and then probably hit another stream for stocked rainbow for dinner. That's the plan, but I'm gonna devour because I'm starving. That climb out, it's kind of hilly, and I'm tired. Okay, so no rainbow trout for dinner. I ended up getting 2 at that last spot that I went to. 1 on a nymph, 1 on a hopper. Fortunately, I had my GoPro set getting some cinematic footage of a nice little riffle and getting some nice background audio. I did not have it with me, but both were too small to keep. So instead, I was able to hit up a general store and get some jalapeno bratwurst that I'm gonna grill. With those, I'm gonna do a roasted pepper and onion, which I've got a shallot, but will go be fine, and a roasted sweet potato. And on tap right now, we're sipping on a Dorothy's New World Lager from Toppling Goliath Brewing Company, which is a local to Northeast Iowa where I am right now. Cheers. And after that, I've got my all-time favorite. I showed it last night. The Lake Beast New England style IPA from Westo Brewing Company out in my hometown, the Okoboji, Spirit Lake, Milford area, the Iowa Great Lakes. And I've got one of the Westo Nitro Cocoa Stouts, which is going to be kind of my dessert beer tonight. But I always recommend supporting your local brewery. Lots of times they have better beer than what's being made for the mainstream audience. And these are both delicious, but I'm gonna get to chopping, wrap this in foil. Got my fire going, my waders and boots hung up, everything drying. I'm ready for a relaxing night by the fire. So we are good to go. Okay, our potato is done. Looks incredible. Got it mixed with some butter, salt, and pepper. Yeah, that is tasty. Our brats look excellent. Nice and charred, just how I like them. Same with the peppers and shallots. And this looks incredible. I don't know if there's any better way to end a trip to the Driftless. Tonight will be night 2. We're making the drive back home tomorrow night. And we had a fantastic 2 nights and day and a half here. Tomorrow, probably just gonna wake up whenever I do. It's gonna be warm here tonight, so that's not an issue. But sleep in if I can, wake up, get a little fire going, get some eggs, maybe a brat, because I got 2 extra, some toast, and we are gonna be all good. But there we go, there's dinner tonight. about 10:30 and my site's packed up. I just checked out. Time to make the 3.5-hour drive home. Once again, beautiful trip. Had a great time solo camping here in Highlandville, getting on to some fish, and more importantly, just enjoying the weather, the beautiful weather that we had, the nature that's in this area, and just exploring, building our skill set, and having a great time. Now it's time to do a lot of editing and learn that side of it. I'm going to keep practicing with stuff. Last night, once again, definitely messed up my time lapse. Even with the 15-second shutter speed, it just wasn't enough. Didn't make the stars as bright as I wanted them to. Didn't take in enough light. But I'm going to keep practicing, keep learning, and keep doing these trips and making some content, and hopefully improve upon my skills a lot, both in cinematography. I don't know why I always struggle with that word. Fly fishing, being a naturalist, camping, and editing, kind of the whole shebang. But it's time to hit the road and clean up and get to editing when I'm back.